Hey there, YouTube. We're going to talk today specifically about this Kimber 2K11. Got a little bit of a battle of the 2011s going on here. So let me show you what I mean. Oh, I've just flown out for my, on the next trip I'm on, I'll be out for a week doing some stuff. So let me show you what we've got right here. I've got this new, very heavy gun box. Let's tilt the camera down a little bit. All right, I just put a picture of this on Instagram, and guys were laughing at all of the 2011s in there. It's like, oh, he's a 2011 guy now. It's like, well, I don't know about that. But I've got some stuff coming up where I'm going to be using a 2011. This is open enrollment civilian classes, so it's perfectly okay to teach with one. So I brought a couple. Then I was like, well, we'll just do like a comparison thing with the Kimber. So I ended up bringing a bunch more, and then I brought the M&P on top of that. All right. So what's been happening here is a little bit of the battle of the 2011s, at least for me. Now, over the last, more than a week, really, I've been putting a lot of rounds on this bad boy, the Kimber 2K11. Just as a reminder for people, the gun's been running really well for me. It didn't go into battery one time with this light frange ammo, but everything else has been running through it. No issues, and I'm not too upset that the frange had an issue, to be honest with you. All the other ammo I've shot, like, no problems. The gun's been accurate. It's been reliable. No real problems there. Now, the safety was really bugging me, so Joel took a Dremel to the safety and kind of cleaned up that hot spot. I think Kimber's working on getting me an actual replacement safety that'll just look cleaner, but, that's not a huge deal of it. One other struggle here is the grip itself is a little bit slick, it's a little bit slippery, and it takes a little bit of conscious effort in order to kind of grab on there and connect to it really, really well. Let's see here. All right. One other issue has been the optic. The optic is still tight. Now, when we got the gun, the optic was installed with the provided CH precision plate. I know a lot of people don't like CH, but that's provided with the gun. It was installed precisely per the directions, so blue Loctite and then torqued to a spec. It held on there for like 1,500 rounds, then loosened up, and it was retorqued to spec with red Loctite instead, and is now staying in place. So, all right, so that is working well. All up, I don't know how many rounds I have on the gun. I think 6, maybe 7,000, and I don't really have a lot of complaints with it at this point. It's basically just like, it's not exactly quite perfect, but it's like pretty good, and I definitely train with it and enjoy training with it. Now, again, over the last week when I was at home shooting, not posting on YouTube, I was shooting the 2011s side by side and kind of getting a little opinion about them. One gun that I had a great time. Oh, it's the wrong gun. It's the wrong gun. Let's get it. One gun I had a great time shooting side by side with the Kimber is this Staccato XC. Now it's really interesting. I posted to Instagram the picture of the two guns that I was like, oh, I'm just shooting these today, kind of a side by side comparison. A lot of guys didn't like that. So let's see. Look at the comments here. What were they saying about it? It's like comparing a BMW M6 to a Honda Civic. Staccatos are made for heroes, though. How's the safety now that it's mangled by Joel? Safety's better. Willing to bet they're almost the same performance. Ben, did you see SIG's recent email they sent? Yeah, I've seen all the SIG stuff. It's quite good. All right, but anyway, it makes for an interesting comparison. All right, so God damn it, I keep grabbing the wrong Staccato. All right, so just to bring people up to speed, or kind of remind you kind of the thoughts of the XC. This gun, I like the grip better. The safety doesn't cut on me, so I didn't have to Dremel on the safety or anything like that. I do like the feel of the gun a bit better in my hand. It's not as slippery, so ergonomically, it's a little bit better than the Kimber, of course. Then it's got a trigger, so this 2.5 pound competition trigger in here. It's definitely like it's lighter than the Kimber. You can tell that dry firing it, but functionally, like practically shooting it, there's not a huge difference between the two triggers. And then, of course, the party piece on here is the comp. I like the comp. But the comp softens up the gun, but kind of, in my opinion, it destabilizes it a little bit. So it's like the sight doesn't jump up really far and then come back down, but it jumps up like this, and then it comes down and it kind of wobbles. So it's like the gun's not bucking as much, but I'm still kind of waiting for it to stabilize a little bit. All right. So that was kind of my experience shooting the XC, and then shooting the Kimber right after it. The recoil impulse is sharper, it's snappier, it definitely bounces up more, but the return is better. It's more direct. It comes straight back to where you want it to. And especially at a little bit of distance, I ended up shooting better hit factors with the Kimber. Why that is, I just think it's the comp. The way that the comp's set up on the XC is like, I've come to realize it's not very perfectly well balanced. So if I'm shooting a small target far away, I have to wait for the gun to stabilize. It doesn't matter if it's not recoiling that much. Whereas shooting the Kimber, it's like the recoil will be a lot more apparent, but then when the gun comes back down, it's going to be like stable and ready to go. At least that's kind of how I experience it. I ended up shooting better hit factors at long range with this. The scores at the closer ranges were better with the XC because I prefer the ergonomics a lot more, and I'm a little bit struggle bussing to get on this thing. With the grip and the safety and whatnot. It's just the feel of it is a little bit different. Anyway, guys, that's what I've been up to. Now, over the next week, I'll be teaching. I think I'll do do a class with the Atlas, or do a class with the Kimber, maybe do a class with the Staccato or something like that. Just kind of break it up and get a look at all these different at all these different guns and kind of compare them. What I kind of found myself thinking as I was shooting these guns, it was like, man, I'm really happy I have this Kimber to shoot, because it's like it shoots well enough. It's nice practice. It's like it's good to practice with it. And then when I pull out one of the Atlas pistols, the way that this gun's set up, obviously it is better. The safety is better. The trigger is better. The grip is better, right? So it kind of it's like practicing with the Kimber. Then when I pull this thing out, it's like all these barriers are out of the way, and it just feels like absolute like easy mode shooting that gun, even more so than it already did. But at the same time, shooting the Kimber, it felt like very useful and like practice that would apply to the Atlas pistol. So like from that perspective, like as a really good training gun, I like having it. Like it's making me pretty happy. I'm not going to pretend I would shoot it in place of the Atlas in an actual competition. That just seems a little bit dumb. However, it's not like a bad option at this point, especially like if we talk, a lot of you guys are like money obsessed, all right, for pretty good reasons. If you like compare the price tag of these two versus the training experience that you're going to have, like just the overall experience, like from a money wise, it's pretty crazy to buy the Staccato. Now, I'll admit it looks a little bit cooler. This one looks interesting, but like if you don't like the color on it, then you're not going to dig it. But I think that a lot of people would agree the XC looks pretty cool. It looks pretty mean. It doesn't have like, it's not festooned with crazy shit hanging off of it. It's not, it's not overkill. It looks a little bit mean and aggressive and cool. Apart from that, it's not really better. It's not really better at all. Just like as a gun to train with, like that was kind of my thinking. As I was shooting it, but I'll keep it up. Like I said, it'll be a week of 2011s for me. I do have the M&P with me if I get bored. We'll see, but probably I'll just shoot 2011s for a week and kind of continue forming those opinions and continue shooting the Kimber, which to me, I'm enjoying shooting it. It's a nice gun. Anyway, that's my thoughts. If you have questions or comments about any of that, put it down below.